guys? Carlos, aka Crash.
Yo, it's your boy Russ. What's good, everybody?
And today we're gonna be doing a lot of the black reveals that happened yesterday and the one that revealed today. It's the one revealed today was a little bit odd, but we're gonna show everything how we saw it. So the first one we got is Deborah. So the Deborah Leader, when this card attacks, look up the top five cards. Sorry, look up to five cards from the top of your deck. Add up to one black evil wizard, a black demon realm race, one black demon god card among them to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Its awaken is when your life is at 4 or less, or your opponent's leader card is facing up. You may draw 2 cards, add cards from your life to your hand until you have 4 life left. What do you guys think?
I think the Bora leader is pretty cool. When he attacks, he doesn't have a restriction to regarding the level up to the card that you can get. So you can get a 7 cost or a 1 cost. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good, but the fact that it's 5 cards, your deck has to be tailored to Evil Wizard, Demon Realm Race, Demon God. But those cards are good in general, so you're literally just putting good black cards that are not Saiyans in your deck anyways.
Yeah, and I think it's just a lot of good variant also.
Yeah.
And
you have like 3 different traits. So there's like a wide pool regarding those traits.
It's not like one trait and then you're just stuck with that one trait.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I also do like the awakening condition because it is a little bit different, and you're always at pace with your opponent no matter what.
Yeah, I completely agree. So like against like Cell Surge, you'll be able to be at a fun time.
Yeah.
All right, and then moving on to the next one.
All right, so this one is Demon God Deborah, the Volatile Awakening. When this card attacks, you draw 1 card, pretty standard. Activate main once per turn for 1 black energy. Up to 1 black unison card with no specified cost and 20,000 power from your drop area with the marker on it in rest mode. At the end of the turn, send that card to its owner's warp. So that skill is pretty interesting. So far that we know of, there's only 2 targets that he can play. So it's like the draft box Toa and then like the new Michiko Bora unison. It's weird that like at the end of the turn it like goes to the warp. So you have to like either empower it that turn or remove its markers with like spirit boost skills.
Yeah, it's very odd. But it does have a built-in like a spirit boost effect though.
Yeah, the leader. So I'll read that and then we can talk more about it. So activate battle once per turn for spirit boost 1. This card gains 6,000 power for the battle. But yeah, so you can like pay the 1 energy, play your unison, and use your unison skill, and then you can attack with the leader, and you can spirit boost it, and then he'll be a 21k attacker for the turn for that battle.
All right.
Yeah. What I do like about it is that you're playing the new the new unison that's coming out for this set, but I feel like the Toa unison is still not that great. I just feel like it's empowering fodder for the new unison. That's all I think of it as, really.
Yeah, I can see that. Because the Toa is really only good for removal, and the new one you can use it to filter your hand.
That's true.
All right, next card.
Speaking of the new unison,
yeah, this is the one right here, Dark King.
Yeah, Dark King Mechikobura might inconceive and power black 2. Basically, what it does if this card if it replaces a black unison, it carries over up to 2 markers. Permanent, if it has 3 or fewer markers, it can't swing. Once per turn, when you play a black demon realm race using swap, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 3 or less and send it to their owner's warp. +1, choose 1 card in your hand, place it at the bottom, then draw 1.
Okay, so it filters.
Yes.
But it's very interesting that it can't attack if it has 3 or fewer markers.
Almost because he has no specified cost, so you wouldn't be able to like swing with it turn 1, and it's 20k.
No, I get that. And using the whole swap mechanic in Demon Realm, we're gonna look more into that. But yes, the swap.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And the way that they have ruled in power is, say if you have like a black unison with 3 markers on it,
Mhm.
can attempt to play Michikabura for 0, tapping 0 energy, and it'll absorb all the markers from the unison that's already on board, and he'll come and play with those markers.
With the 2 markers, or with the 3 markers that the unison has?
With the 2 markers, because
With
he
the 2
isn't.
markers, okay, yeah.
Because he's in power 2.
Okay, no, that's really cool.
So like with other colors, they have specified costs, so you will have to pay their unison cost, play the card. But with black, since this one doesn't have a specified cost, you can pay him for 0 and then just absorb the markers. Pay
Alright.
0 energy there.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and
pretty cool.
it's you can also lean it towards as a generic unison card that you can play in a lot of decks. You can play in Gogeta Zeno. You can bottom deck the Kai, bring out the Mira, +1, filter your hand, and then bring out the Dark King. If you tap 1, he'll have more than 3 after the +1, so he'll be able to swing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And in Vegex, you can give this card double strike.
See, I didn't want to mention that tech, but thanks, Crash.
Yeah. Well, Russell has been cooking up, huh?
Yeah.
You always got to.
Next
Alright.
one.
Next
Yes,
card.
sir.
Demon God Deborah Umbral Might. Am I saying that right? Umbral?
Yes, sir.
Umbral. Okay, cool. It's a Dark Overrun 4, 3 energy. When this card is played, draw a card, then your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and send it to the warp. Seems pretty standard.
Yeah, but the Dark Overrun for 3 is pretty hefty.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't think I would play this card.
I really hope that there's a lower cost Bora that swaps into this card. Then it would be really good. But right now, you just don't play it. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, because this card does say when this card is played. So if you could play it through a swap skill, that would be so good.
It has to be played from the hand too.
Yeah.
This card is played.
Never mind.
Yeah,
This is the wrong one.
just when it's played. Wow, so you
Yeah.
can play it from like the warp, the drop area, and then it still gets the effect. That's interesting.
oh, it's dark plot fodder. Just saying.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's true.
ooh, that's spicy. Next.
Oh yeah, so this is another SR for the deck. We got Toa Umbral Might, so it has dual attack and it has an X evolve for 1 black and 1 generic. The Toa, override Toa with energy cost of 2 or less. And when this card is played from your hand, draw 1 card. Your opponent may choose up to 2 of their battle cards and/or cards in their hand and send them to their owner's warp. Your opponent send 1 or fewer cards in their warp using this skill. Choose up to 1 of their unison cards within it with 4 or more markers on it and gain control of it. It's so good.
That's really good.
Tell us why it's good. Because face value, not a lot of people are going to see why it's good, but tell the people why it's good.
Alright, so it has dual attack, right? So that gives you offense there.
Two swings.
And yeah, when it swings. And also like she replaces itself when you play her. Draw a card, and then you can either hit your opponent's hand or board. If they don't, you get to like steal 1 of the unisons. So this is really good against blue because blue has unisons that can carry a lot of markers on it.
So stealing those will just give you a lot more like draw power, because a lot of them are focused on either drawing or dual attack.
Yeah, exactly.
I know there's gonna be naysayers that say, "Oh, they're just gonna God Seal it." Well, if you're a good player, you're gonna bait the God Seal, then play the Toa. So there's your answer.
Yeah, like you could overwhelm first, and then like they're gonna be like, all right, God sealing.
Yeah, I mean, you can like bait your opponent with this. So you can like, for example, depending on the deck you're playing, you can like overwhelm for like say a Beyond All Limits. And if your opponent's gonna have to think about, oh, do I God Sealing this, and then he'll get a thwarting, or do I wait for the Toa? And like you might not even have the Toa in hand, so they just like hold the counterplay for this, and you might not even play that turn.
Exactly.
It's definitely a very good side card at the very least.
Yeah, there's also like a cool little combo that you can do with this card too. There's a TP Toa. Toa I think the Imperial Scientist. She's a free overrun for 2.
Mm-hmm.
She costs 2 energy, so she's a free overrun. And when she's played, you can like draw a card, discard a card, and then choose one of your black cards, and it gains 5k. You can choose itself, and then you can X evolve over it, and then she'll gain the attack power, so she'll be a 20k dual attacker.
Okay, that's cute. But you do have to
Yeah.
waste your overrun for it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like it depends on the deck that you're playing.
Alright, that makes sense. And then moving on to the next card.
Alright, we have Toa Annihilation at hand. Swap 3, Spirit Boost 1 if your leader card is Black Deborah Zeno card, and you choose one card in your hand and place it at the bottom of your deck. Black Toa card with energy cost of 3. Auto, when this card is played, look at the top 3 cards at the top of your deck. Add 1 Evil Wizard, Black Demon Realm Race, or Black Demon God card, or 1 Black Unison card with no specified cost among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order.
That swap condition is pretty hefty.
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, bottom deck a card and Spirit Boost?
Yeah.
Eek.
Do you think
Well,
also?
Is there a way to cheat out this 2 cost, or you have to tap the 2 for it?
There might be a
There-
way.
There
would
is
not-
actually.
Oh, okay.
You can play her off Michiko Bora, the King Summon. You can play her from the deck.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
There's actually like me and Yuha talking about like some of these cards, and like he told me about this play that you can do. Like turn 1, you play the Unison, uptick it so it has 2 markers, and in turn 2 you can activate the King Summons skill, so you can play her from the deck and another card, and then from there you can start swapping up because you already have the Unison, and then you'll have 2 like swap cards.
Is that the Mexico Bora where you tap 2, crit a life, and search for the
Yeah,
targets?
it plays 2 black battle cards as a Evil Wizard or Demon Realm Race with an energy cost of 2.
Oh.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, and then like when you play her from the deck, her skill still triggers to look at the top 3.
Which is good.
Okay, that's value.
It's just
Pretty
that
cool.
the swap condition is still pretty hefty in my opinion.
It is. It kind of sucks that it's like tied to a Unison.
Yeah, but what could you do? That's why the leader helps with getting a unison for you.
Yeah.
That's why I noticed that all of the battle cards have a skill that looks at the top of the deck, just so you can filter your hand and look for your pieces.
Which is good. And then
Alright, next.
we're gonna move on to the next one. Batine, Annihilation at hand.
Missed one.
I know.
Oh, you want to read this
Oh,
one?
No,
I see why.
I'm going in order.
Oh, okay. It was my turn. Patine, Annihilation at hand. Swap 3 for Spirit Boost 1. Choose one card in your hand and place it at the bottom of your deck. And so you swap up to a Patine with energy cost of 3. And when this card is played, look at up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. Add up to 1 Evil Wizard, Demon Realm, or Demon God card, or Black Unison with no specified cost. Put it to your hand and put the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So pretty standard. Looks like all of the small like the starter swap cards are gonna have this skill.
Yeah, it's a good cantrip.
It's still Spirit Boost 1.
Yeah, this still has that skill.
Eek. But pretty standard though. Then
Now
we go
this
into like its
one.
then we go into its bigger form.
Yes, this one's so good. So Demon God Poutine, Umbral Might, Blocker Dark Overwhelm 3 for 1 cost. When it's played from hand, play 1 Demon Realm Soldier token with 5k combo, 0 combo cost with 5k power. Active battle. Once per turn, choose one of your tokens and remove it from the game. Draw 1 card, switch it to active mode, and gains 10k for the battle.
It's pretty good.
So good.
I feel like there's going to be more ways other than the next few cards that are going to show later that are going to put out more tokens so we can use this more. But as the card as it is right now, it's still pretty good.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Okay. Go ahead.
no. I just think it's a very solid card. The activate battle is just super good.
And what I like about it is it's generic, so it's like not tied to the Bora deck. So you can play it in any deck. You can play in Demigra and Gogeta and any deck.
Not Vegex.
Yeah, well, you could play it in Vegex, but you can't play the tokens.
Nope. So that's why I'm like,
It would have been really good in Vegex, though.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so I really like this card, and it's a Dark Overwhelm, so it stays. If you're able to make, like Russell said, if you're able to make more tokens, like this card just becomes absurd.
I agree. And then moving on to the next one, I'm gonna be going a little bit out of order, only so that I could do 1 and 3.
Mhm.
Next one is Gravy, Annihilation at Hand. Swap 3, Spirit Boost 1, same thing. If your leader card is a black Deborah Xeno card and you choose one card in your hand and place it at the bottom of your deck, black Gravy card with energy cost of 3. Auto, add one card from your life to your hand. When this card attacks, it gains 11k power for the battle. Alright, so this one's a little bit different than the other ones.
Yeah, this one's able to like self-awaken.
Which is pretty cool. Like, it's always nice to have self-awaken with a lot of searching.
Yeah.
And it's also just adds more pressure because there are some black control leaders that don't have a lot of good self-awakening cards or conditions. So this is another one that you can use.
Yeah, so you can like use this, or you can use like the Dark Power Messiah. Self-awaken, yeah.
Nice. And then moving on to the next card, it's a bigger form.
Yeah, so it's Demon God Graveyard Umbral Might, Dark Overwhelm 3 for 2 energy. This card is played from your hand, it gets 5,000 power and double strike for the turn. Pretty simple. Also, the 2 energy is kind of hefty for Dark Overwhelm.
I think it was supposed to be a callback to the original.
Yeah, I can see that. But this one, the Gravy and the Poutine, they both can be played from the deck using the Meager Demonic Overlord.
Yeah, which is pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, this one won't get his double strike in the 5k because it has to be played from the hand. But still getting 20k beater and the Poutine out is pretty good.
I agree, and more targets as well. Just having more targets.
I actually do like this gravy, this small 2-card gravy chain because it's 3 cards out of your opponent's 3 life out of your opponent. So
yeah,
it's
so
easy pressure.
Yeah, that's what I noticed that like multiple the different chains have like different styles of play. So like the Gravy seems to be aggressive, the Toa seems to like try to hit your opponent's board and hand. It's pretty cool to see like different styles.
And Poutine seems to be a little bit more defensive.
Defensive because it has the blocker and it can like block pretty much like 2 attacks.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool to see.
All right, so next card. I think you guys are gonna like this one. The Finn.
Also?
All right, so Finn Evolutionary Premonition, Deflect Barrier, which is already good. We all like to see that. When this card is played, draw a card. It's a cantrip. Everyone likes drawing. Active main, once per turn, Spirit Boost 1. Black Unison card with specified cost 2 or more. You have 4 or more energy. Choose one black Finn card with an energy cost of 8 in your hand and play it on top of this card.
Yeah. This one is it's interesting though because they revealed it with like the Gravy deck. It seems to be more support for the Finn deck.
I guess they just had to put it somewhere.
Yeah. Well, Finn needs the support anyways, so.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The cool thing is that it could play the 8-drop, so you can like play like a small package of like this in any black deck, and then play the Finn, the 8-drop Finn. You can play it in any deck, but the 8-drop Finn won't get all of his skills. Like it won't be able to restand or like wipe your opponent's board, but you'll get like a 25k attacker.
Which is always nice.
Yeah, so like having this Finn, since it has deflect and barrier, you can like keep it on board until like you want to go up the chain. unless they reveal more Finn cards, they have an energy cost of 8, and this card will get better and better.
That is also true.
Yeah.
Alright, so moving on to the next card. Is it my turn? I don't remember.
Yes, it's your turn, sir.
Alright, cool. Attack of the Dark Empire. Activate main. If your leader card is a black Demon Realm race card, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose one. Add up to 1 black Evil Wizard, black Demon Realm race, or black Demon God card among them to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. If you have no unison cards in play, play up to 1 black unison card with no specific cost and 20k power among them with a marker on it, then shuffle your deck.
This is pretty cool. Like, you don't have like a turn 1 play, you can use this and like get the pieces you need or unisons.
Yeah, it just adds more consistency to said decks that you're playing this in. I mean, you're not going to run 4, you're probably just going to run 1 or 2. But when you do see it, it's going to feel good. And if you don't, you see it later, it's just an easy charge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the fact that it's an extra card is a little bit of a turn off for me.
I mean, it depends on the deck that you're playing too, because it's not tied to like the gravy. I mean, the Bora leader,
Which
you
is
can
good.
just any Demon Realm race, so it can give consistency to other decks that might have needed it.
I could definitely see that. Like, I think not Mickey Bora, the other one.
Roman Salsa?
Yeah, I think either Shroom and Salsa or what was that other one? The one that Russell plays.
Migra?
There we go.
Oh, you can't play it in Demigra.
Really?
Demigra's he's a demon god. He's not a demon realm race.
Oh, that's dumb.
I know, sad. Yeah, there's a lot of demon realm race cards that would help the Demigra deck, but because he's labeled as demon god, it doesn't work.
That's wow. That's
Fine.
unfortunate.
I don't think the Migra needs this card. When you have like your demonic overlord, that card does everything for the deck.
Yeah, the demonic overlord and the 2-drop poutine from the same set. Yeah, it's enough consistency as it is.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And then going on to the last card. Well, the last card from yesterday's reveals.
Ooh, Support of the Dark Empire.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 2 cost, 2
Oh,
plus 5 black.
sorry. That's my bad.
Wow. If your leader card is mono black, negate the attack, then play 1 Demon Realm Soldier token and it gains blocker for the turn. It has 5k power, 0 combo cost, and 5k combo power. And permanent, if your life is a 5 or less, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand by adding a card from your life to your hand instead of paying its energy cost. This is like it's exactly like the ones that the other colors got in the Battle Evolution.
Mm-hmm.
Just about time that black actually got it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this is like honestly one of the best cards that was revealed yesterday.
I agree. This card
Yeah,
will
this
definitely
card's
change. This card should definitely change a couple stuff for black.
Yeah. The only thing that sucks is that you can't play it in Vegix because it poops out a token.
Mhm.
But I think in Vegix you will still rather play Power Burst so you can like recycle your Kais.
It makes sense.
100%. And this supports the 3-drop poutine that we talked about earlier. So it's another draw engine for your poutine.
Yeah, exactly. So this is like one of the combos that I told you guys about, where like you have your poutine already in rest mode, and then you activate this card. You will negate an attack, and you'll poop out a token with a blocker. Then on the next attack, you can block that attack and trigger your poutine. You'll sacrifice that blocker that's being attacked, and then she'll restand, and you'll have another blocker.
Yeah, it's just so much.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then like while poutine is restanding, you'll draw a card, so it's even better.
I agree. And then moving on to the last card that was revealed today. I wasn't gonna put this card in here, only because it's not completely black, but it has a black you'll see what I mean. It's really weird.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet, so I'm gonna read it if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead. This one's odd.
What?
Oh,
Okay, it looks Super good. I didn't expect it to be a yellow card.
Yeah, but
And
read
it's
it.
Unison.
It's
Okay.
weird.
SCR
Super
too.
Mirror, Super Mirror, Diabolic Fusion, Ultimate, Dual Attack, Blocker, Empower, Yellow or Black for 3. Active main, top 4 of any color. Your leader card is a black android card. Play this card from your hand with 4 markers on it. So you're either playing it with Mira or Finn or
Yes.
Tola.
Well, if you're gonna use that skill, right? Because you can still empower.
Yeah. It's weird though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
why I'm all like, I don't know whether to include this or not.
Alright. +1 when your opponent attacks, switch this card to active mode. Okay.
It's yep.
Wait, when your opponent attacks.
Yep.
Oh, because it's a blocker.
Yeah. Yep, it has that effect.
Okay. Active main, choose all of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier, and KO them. Then choose up to 2 of your opponent's cards and switch them to rest mode. Gets 15k power and double strike for the turn.
With already dual attack.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
But you can see why this card's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Because everyone was expecting Finn Gogeta.
Yeah.
Yeah, not fucking Finn Mira.
Finn Mira.
Yeah, I was not expecting this card when it was announced, because I'm all like, wait a minute, is that yellow?
Yeah. That's pretty interesting that they chose to do yellow.
Yeah, like, I don't even think yellow would play this card, to be honest.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I don't think they would play this. There's not really a good incentive to really play it because it costs 5 energy basically, or you could empower, but still.
The empower makes it interesting because you can. Wondering if you can. Oh, because it's. Oh.
Yeah, it still has. It still has the 4 yellow specified cost.
Yeah.
And you can't -4 on your next turn because the +1 is only on your opponent's turn. So, like, if you empower it for 3, wait, if you tap, can you active main? Yeah, when you active main 4, so it'll come into play with 4 markers +3, correct? If you empower. Okay.
I don't know actually. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just whatever unison that it replaces, right?
So it can steal 3 markers from a unison that you're replacing.
Okay.
So but you still have to play the 4, so it will have 7 markers. So you can still do the -4 that turn.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Makes sense.
Cool. And then you could do the -4, KO everything, and then rest 2 cards, and then swing 40k double twice.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is still cool. Like, that's still a pretty cool turn 4 play.
Yeah.
But
and you can rest any card, so you can rest their open energy.
yes, that is correct. And what I was gonna say that you are unfortunately limited to 2 leader cards, Mira and Finn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's a very odd card that I don't know. I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. I could definitely see this being like one of the bottom cards, like the bottom SCR is revealed.
Yeah, like the budget SCR for
Mhm.
this set.
Because that Vegeta was broken.
Yeah, that video is super good.
Yeah, and then when I look at this card, I'm like,
So at least now we know that the next SCR is going to be either blue or green.
It's gonna be one or the other. I'm not sure if they even count this as like black because of all the black attributes it has, but it's odd.
Well, I mean, this can also, because it's for yellow, it helps the Sin Shenron deck, right?
Yeah,
And
technically, yeah, it could because they could just like, yeah, they could play it for 4. Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's super weird.
The activate main is for like any generic colors for those leaders. You can still pay the 4 yellow in any deck, right?
Yes, that is correct.
That's cool.
Interesting.
I think why they didn't make it like a black SCR is because black has they be able to like play unisons for free, and you can rack up markers with it. I'm
Mhm.
guessing that's why they don't want to like make it a black TR.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for that today's reveal. Any
Yeah.
other final thoughts that you guys have on any of the cards revealed?
My favorite card was the blocker negate for black. I'm just happy we got one as a black player.
Yeah, that card's gonna be really good. Like it helps so many decks. It even helps like my Kitco deck, you know?
That's true.
Yep.
Because the token is considered a skillless battle card, right? So
Mm-hmm.
be good.
You're a clever one, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, that I like obviously the counterattack. I also like the poutine. The poutine is really good, and the Toa I like as well.
And the poutine, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
what I noticed that like this archetype got 3 SRs, while so far the Trunks deck only got 1 SR.
Which is the trunks.
Yeah.
So they're showing more love to this deck, because you're also still missing. We're still missing to see the Schumann salsa thing.
I mean, like, I guess the reason why there is because technically the Trunks deck has already have a lot of good current support.
I can see that.
The Black Saiyan archetype is already really good enough as it is, so I don't blame them trying to push the Demon Realm, Demon God, Evil Wizard archetype. It just hasn't been that good. The best thing we have is the Wishmaking Kabura, and it's high tier 2 at best.
Yeah, it's just one of those unfortunate things.
Yeah, well, maybe with some of these cards, we can try to push it to a higher tier.
Hopefully, I think so.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, guys, that's about it.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't already, please follow us here on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, and our Facebook. Have a good one, guys. Take care.
Dude, Happy New Year.
Later, dudes.
Happy New Year.